A story that will not let you sleep all night. Are you sure you want to hear it? I'm not talking about some made-up ghost story. This really happened. And the worst part? It happened at a place you'd never expect. McDonald's. Yeah, you heard me right. My name is Daniel, and this is the story of the night I saw something I can never forget. Something that still haunts me to this day. It was late, way past midnight. I was starving after pulling a double shift at work, so I stopped by the only place still open, a 24-hour McDonald's. You know that eerie feeling when a place is too empty, like it shouldn't be? That's exactly what it felt like when I walked in. The air smelled like old fries and something off, something I couldn't place. A lone cashier stood behind the counter, staring blankly at the menu screen. His uniform looked old, too big for him. His eyes, God, his eyes, too wide, too focused, like he was waiting for something. I stepped up to the counter. Hey, can I get a Big Mac and some fries? He didn't move. Sir? Slowly, his lips curled into a smile that didn't belong on a human face. We've been waiting for you, he whispered. I took a step back. What? What do you mean? He didn't answer. Instead, he turned his head, too fast, too sharp, toward the back kitchen, and that's when I heard it. A wet, slimy, dragging sound, like something heavy scraping against the floor. I felt my stomach twist. Someone else is back there. Then the smell hit me. Rotten meat. But not like spoiled food. No, this smelled like something dead had been sitting there for weeks. The fluorescent lights above me flickered. Then, the kitchen door creaked open. I shouldn't have looked. I wish I hadn't looked. But I did. A figure stood in the doorway. It was wearing a McDonald's uniform, but the body, Jesus, the body was all wrong, bent, twisted. Its arms too long, hanging past its knees, fingers twitching. Its head was the worst part. No eyes, just black, hollow sockets. Its mouth stretched wide, lips cracked and bleeding. And it was smiling. I stumbled back, my heart pounding. This isn't real. This can't be real. Then, it moved. Fast. Too fast. 1 second it was in the kitchen. The next it was behind the counter. I bolted toward the door, but the cashier, if he was even human, slammed his hand on the counter. The registers all turned off. The lights buzzed louder. You can't leave now, he said, voice dripping with something wrong. The creature behind him twitched. Then it started laughing, a wheezing, choking laugh, like it was struggling to breathe. I yanked at the door handle, locked. I turned back. The cashier was gone. The thing was gone. But the laughter was right behind me. I whirled around. Nothing. Just empty tables, the silent drink machines. But then, the menu screen above the counter started glitching. The words scrambled, flickering. Then, just for a second, they changed. Join us! A breath hit the back of my neck, hot, rotten. I didn't turn around. I couldn't. I squeezed my eyes shut. This isn't happening. This isn't real. Then a whisper. So close to my ear, I felt the heat of it. It's your turn now. The next morning, I woke up in my car. The McDonald's? Closed. The building looked abandoned, like it had been shut down for years. Windows broken, sign rusted. I tried to tell people. Nobody believed me. Nobody except one old man who worked at a gas station nearby. You saw it, didn't you? He said, his voice heavy with something. Fear? Saw what? I asked, my throat dry. He sighed, shaking his head. That McDonald's. It ain't been open since 1999. Something happened there. People went missing. Police covered it up. But the ones who see it. He leaned in, his voice dropping to a whisper. They don't stay normal for long. I don't know what I saw. A ghost? A demon? Something worse? But one thing I do know. Sometimes places remember. They hold on to things. And sometimes they're still hungry. So if you ever find yourself at a McDonald's that feels wrong, don't go in because they might be waiting for you too.